Sool Radio, I am here with the great Raquel Castro, star of the film Jersey Girl. You might have seen it way back when, or even more recently. How's your afternoon been? How was your flight?
It's so great. I just got in yesterday from Los Angeles and had some time to just kind of relax and unwind. And today's day one. I'm really excited.
I love to hear that, and it is so nice to meet you. One thing that has fascinated me over the last couple of years is the movie you were in that you starred with, Jersey Girl, has kind of gotten a reappraisal with the fans, with critics. And I can't imagine you were even like old enough to really wrap your head around what was going on back then. So how does it feel now?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I feel like I was always such a little like old woman, and like back then I definitely did not know what I was doing. I was just like a young kid having fun on set with really, really cool adults, and just see it kind of have a full circle moment 20 years later is so wild. I just discovered that it got added on Netflix right before it came out here. Yeah, which I was like, wait, someone tagged me in something, and I had no idea, literally the day before I flew out here. So it's really, really exciting, especially the 20th year anniversary, for all of these things to kind of be coming back around, and I get to hang out with Kev again, so I'm very grateful for it.
What was that reunion like when you were, working out coming here?
Oh my gosh. Well, I think our first reunion after Jersey Girl was back when I was 18. About 11 years ago, I went to see him at the Hollywood Babylon when I had just graduated high school. Fast forward, we reconnected about a year and a half, 2 years ago when he did the premiere for the director's cut in no worries. We reconnected when he did the premiere for the director's cut in Jersey at his cinema, and so that was incredible. And then he invited me here, and I don't know, it just feels like such a full circle moment. I'm going to be 30 this year, and it's just crazy how time flies.
That is so cool. That is so cool. So how old were you when you filmed the movie?
I was 7 years old when I filmed Jersey
7.
Girl, yeah, and then I was 9 when it came out in 2004.
So when you were making it, you were alongside Ben Affleck, George Carlin, Stephen Root, all just like masters of their craft even 20 years ago. So when you got the part, did anybody like try to explain it to you, the heavy hitters you were working with, or were you like deliberately left in the dark?
No, you know what? I think they just wanted to make it as fun as possible for me, being that I was such a young kid. I think it was also Ben's first time working with a child on set, and so
wow.
I'm sure for him that was like, okay, this is different. It's such a different dynamic, and yeah, you know what? I think the reason why I had such an incredible experience is that it never felt like work. They really made it such an incredible experience. I mean, we're going back like 22 years. Around this time, we were celebrating Halloween on set, and I got to hang out with Carlin, Kevin's daughter, on set, and it just always felt like a family. It never felt like work, which was amazing.
That's really damn cool.
Yeah.
And so I'm one thing I'm also doing aside from collecting interviews is I'm collecting George Carlin stories from the people who got to work with him closely. He was, one of my favorite comics growing up. It broke my heart when he passed.
Yes.
And I know you were really young at the time, but like, what was that experience working with him like?
Oh, he was the best. He really felt like a real life grandpa on set, and I didn't know who he was, and maybe that was why our relationship was just so like sweet and genuine and pure. And he's obviously growing up and getting to see his stand-up and all of that. He's very like a rough around the edges kind of guy, and he was always cursing or this or that or the other thing in the funniest way, and I was always like yelling at him. I had no filter when I was a kid, so he was just so sweet. Like, he was just so warm, and I'm so incredibly grateful that I had the opportunity to work with him.
Wow, that is incredible. Yeah, and seeing that movie, and especially seeing the scenes between the two of you and between you and Ben, like, number one, you don't see a lot of like child actors and you're like, that was amazing when they're performing alongside such veterans. And I'm not just saying this because you're here. I think you did such an incredible job.
Thank you so much.
And it also made me wish like George did more dramatic work in his day.
Yeah, you know what? At least I'm so happy that, Kevin gave him that opportunity to show that side of himself, because I believe behind every comedian there's that real crazy depth, and it's so beautiful that he was able to express the softer side of him that not many people get to see.
Nice. Are you working on anything now?
Yeah, you know what? I'm doing a lot of music stuff now. I'm a
No shit.
songwriter and just signed to my first publishing deal as a songwriter back in Los
Congratulations.
Angeles. Thank you. And ironically, actually, the little guy in Jersey Girl, you know, the one that we show each other's private parts to.
Yes.
On my way here, he sent me a script to read that he wrote. I haven't seen him in 20 years, but we've been, you know, reconnected on Instagram and things like that. So that might be a possible next project that I'm working on with him.
Is the teleplay called What Are Your Intentions?
It should be.
It should be.
I'm gonna let him know.
Let him know, just like,
I have
you know.
an idea. Let me drop this here.
Yeah, hit me if it like sticks.
I'm
like I won't
sure.
ask for royalties or anything. I just want to know.
You got it. I'll send it right to you if it does.
All right. Raquel, I appreciate your time so much. It's an honor meeting you. Are you doing karaoke tonight?
I think I'm going to be doing some karaoke tonight.
What's your song?
You know what? Usually it's either Ain't No Other Man by Christina Aguilera or Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood. So,
Damn, all
but I
right.
feel like in the midst of everything that's happening, maybe I do a J-Lo song. I don't know.
Oh,
That
okay.
could be fun.
Okay.
We'll see.